Hello, friends. It's a beautiful Friday in May, getting towards the end of May, which is unbelievable. And as you can see, all of the trees are just blooming with their beautiful green leaves. And I'm out on my walk, and I thought I would bring you along, checking in to see how you're doing. I am just feeling happy today, happy and free. You can probably tell I've kind of let my hair, I got out of the shower and decided just to let it be today, kind of let nature be. As you can probably tell, I'm very known for my hair. It's naturally curly. I usually keep it a little longer so it kind of weights down, but I kind of got a bee in my bonnet the other day and I went to one of those hair cutting places that you can just pop in and it's really cheap. I think the total was $20 with a tip. And I had the nicest lady, her name was Rachel, and I just said, my hair's really curly and I need it kind of shaped up and not a whole lot off the length, but she took some. And she worked her magic, and I feel really good about it. And as the temperatures warm up and the humidity rises, there's nothing I can do about this hair. If I try to even straighten it, I walk outside and it looks like this. So I just thought, I'm going to embrace that. That's a good theme today, is embracing some of our quirkiness, some of the things that might make us seem a little weird or different, or I don't know, some things that we can't even help, whether it's our hair, our teeth, or our, who knows, it could be anything that you might think about yourself, or sometimes I get a little bit self-conscious about this crazy frizzy hair, but I'm not going to worry about it. And I think that's what happens when you get to a certain age. You just really stop worrying about what other people you might even think that they think, or I don't know, just embracing things that maybe you try really hard and you just can't change. And so it's like, okay, I know my hair is going to get super curly today, whether I want it to or not. So I'm going to get out of the shower. I sprayed just a touch of just some kind of hairspray, like to supposedly calm it down. But that's not going to help. But at least I tried. But anyway, if there's anything in the comments that you can tell me about you, that if you have something that just kind of naturally is quirky or odd, or something that, you just can't change. So let's just embrace it. So many other things are going on. I guess since we had a really powerful supermoon on the day after Mother's Day. It was May 12th. And I really felt it. I just felt like this change. And I felt like something was external that I felt so internally. Like change is happening in a cosmic way, but also inside of us. Like it's time to let go of anything that is hanging around in our hearts, or clutter in our houses, or even in that corner of the room that you walk in every time and it bugs you. It bugs me, my bedroom. And I'm going to probably tackle that a little later today. It's just like those little changes make a difference. A little bit of space clearing in our houses. I've been going through piles of paper. My son, Sam, he turned 18 on May 11th, which was actually Mother's Day. So special. We had a great time with family. My mom and stepdad came over, and Sam, for his birthday dinner, we asked him what his 18th birthday, and he wanted grilled steak, corn, and mashed potatoes, and chocolate cake. And it was so good. Oh my gosh, everyone like gobbled the dinner up, and it's so simple but good, and lots of fun. My daughter, she bakes really good cakes, and she baked the cake and it was gone too quickly. So what was I going to say? Oh, now a week from tomorrow, he graduates. And oh my gosh, friends, for me, it's a big deal. He's my youngest of 4. I have been a stay-at-home mom for all of them. I wanted to see him through as well. And with that, I was able to volunteer. I was PTO president, soccer booster club president. I ran the concession stand for years, raised thousands of dollars for things. I'm probably most proud of when I was PTO president. Our little small town elementary school had really old and run down recess equipment. All the playground, swings, slides, everything. It was that old metal stuff. You know, we grew up on it. It was the same stuff, 60s and 70s. And recess to me is so important. Activities for kids, getting them outside, climbing, swinging, playing those games on the merry-go-rounds, and all the things that you do on recess. And so I got together with my PTO and proposed that we renovate the whole playground. And they were like, that's way too expensive. There's no way. And we're talking $100,000 for new playground equipment. And I said, I think we can do it. And I said, we don't have to do it all in one year. Let's break it down into phases. So we basically broke it down to 3 phases. Our first phase was replacing the swings. You know, those are so popular, and they were really past their prime. And so we, and then we formed a fundraiser that the kids all participated in called the Walkathon. And so they were part of raising the money. And so it took, 5 or 6 years total, but we have a brand new playground up in our elementary school in our little town, and we are so proud of it. And this, it's not new anymore, but the equipment's wonderful. And so I'm really proud of being able to be a stay-at-home mom and do a lot of this stuff for the community, and that still kind of carries on today. Another thing that I'm really proud of is helping my teachers in the classroom. I have a college education and master's degree in education, and but never really used it. But I was able to help the teachers, and I would get them, some of the kids who were a little bit behind in reading, and we would have our own reading groups. And that reading group was a very safe space where the kids were maybe not as quick to read, or needed a little bit more hands-on instruction. And I was able to do that. And, my kids weren't even in the reading groups that I did, but wow. And I have been to restaurants where they were like, "Oh, Mrs. Keeling, I had you in your reading group, and you helped me so much." And those are those things that I'm looking back on my time. And thank you for still listening if you're still here, because it has been such an era, and I honestly don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to give myself some time before I jump into something else, whether it's a business, or I'd like to maybe focus more on my creativity and art, or going back to work full time. I really don't know. But my son he goes to college in August, and I'm gonna, spend some time this summer thinking about things and hoping that something wonderful is gonna come up, that I can, use my skills and my energy and really serve, and maybe even make some income for my family, and for my husband and I to someday retire. That's not going to be anytime soon, but after the era of raising kids. So wow, thank you if you're still here. Again, I kind of started talking about it's really been in my mind. It's something I might continue to talk about. It's like a closing of a life path that I've had. I've really loved being a stay-at-home mom. I loved when the kids got off the bus and I had chocolate chip cookies or coffee cake, or they always joke, they're like, "And then you had ants on a log." I try to be healthy some days and do the celery, peanut butter, and raisins on top. I said I should have put chocolate chips on those. Why didn't I do that? But they joke about the ants on a log, but they really loved. I would have them do all their homework when they got off the bus, and ate cookies and everything, and then they were free to go play outside, or there might have been some sports practice. But hopefully, if you're still here, you relate, or you're just here with me, and I so appreciate it. I guess I needed to walk and talk about this. I am having a lot of emotions, and I am enjoying my son, and he's had such a good experience in high school. It didn't start off easy, and he had to make some changes himself, but the past couple years have been really good. He has a couple of wonderful friends, and last night, oh my gosh, well, this morning they were going to do a sunrise breakfast in the school parking lot. I don't know if the teachers were. They were going to, do breakfast burritos or something. Well, a bunch of them decided that they were going to camp out on the high school grounds last night. And so he got home from soccer practice, and he came in my room. It's like 9 or 10 o'clock at night. I'm reading. He's like, "Mom, where's my sleeping bag? We're all going to camp out. All the seniors are going to camp out at the school and then go to the sunrise breakfast." And I was like, "Okay, here's, I know where your sleeping bag is. It's down there in the hall. And, hopefully this is all okay with everybody." They're a good group of kids, and I said, "But you never know. You might maybe someone will see you on a security camera and not let you do that." And he said, we'll see. And he said, I was like, "Okay, have a good time." And so I got up this morning, and there was a paper towel on the island, and it said, "Chase, the bag, me and Shark Marty," that's what he calls his friends, they all have nicknames for each other, are here. So he was telling me basically they came home, which I think it was like 2 a.m. And I don't know what happened. I haven't seen him yet. And I don't know if the weather got bad, or if they really did get kicked out of the school grounds for camping. And then, but it was like 7:15 when I got up this morning, and he was already gone. They had spent the night in the basement. and then already gone to do the sunrise breakfast, but did not spend the night in the tents. Who knows? I'll be hearing what happens soon, but I just they're having a good time and really winding things down, and they feel that energy of it's all going to be brand new. And I know they're nervous about going to college and not knowing anybody, but I said that's part of it. Here you're in a comfort zone. You're all come together with your senior year, and then boom, it comes to an end, and you're launched out into a completely different world, and that will be good. So lots of endings and new beginnings. And again, thank you for hanging out here with me while I talk. And if you've been through this, let me know. Again, I'm being my youngest. Before, I always knew, there's going to be another high school graduation. And of course, sometimes I complained a little bit about it, just the high school thing. But it's actually coming to an end. And a part of me is so proud of this journey that we've had. And then part of me is a little nervous on what's to come. And part of me is sad that my youngest is grown up like this. And then part of me is so excited that that's what they're supposed to do. Giving them roots to grow and wings to fly. And the journey of motherhood is like no other. And I'm so grateful, and I've loved most every minute. And thank you for being here. And if you're feeling that time of change and kind of that inner stirring in your heart that a shift has happened, something has come to an end, and you don't quite know what the new beginning is, I guess it's our time to embrace our quirkiness, curly hair, whatever you have, funny clothes, I don't know. Embrace the quirkiness and enjoy that in-between time. And I'm going to plant flowers and enjoy some front porch time this summer, and soak in the graduations and the orientations for college, and just let myself just feel a lot of gratitude and love. And wow. Also know that there's some really new, good, and exciting things on the horizon for me, and I know for you as well. So cheers to all that's to come, dear friend, and I will see you very soon.